come down after coming back of a holiday. Hello everybody, Tom here from the Company Code. You're probably wondering where I am. Today, I'm at my mum and dad's house. I'm actually in the house I grew up in as a child. And we are going to talk today about the come down that we all experience when we come back off a holiday. Now, this video is very pertinent today because, as you know from a previous video, I've recently been on a family holiday out in Zante in Greece, and today is my first day back at work. Now, to sort of understand the emotions of coming back after a nice break and what it feels like, well, the first feeling is one of that went fast, and it went too fast. You know, it's like the feeling you get at Christmas time. The build-up's fantastic, it's gone in a flash, and before you know it, it's the first week of January and you're back at work. And it's so deflating. So the speed, you seem to wait all this time to go on holiday, and then when the holiday comes, it goes so fast, you're like, oh, it's gone, it's disappeared, and it's disappointing. Second feeling is that little bit of readjustment. First and foremost, if you really chilled out and had a good holiday like I have, there's a feeling of how do I motivate myself to work? Because you've probably spent, if you're like me, the last week or 2 weeks probably doing very little. And for someone who is quite busy generally with my work life, doing nothing sometimes just feels great. It really does, because it's rare that I'm not doing something. And I don't have a lot of time to myself. So when I'm on a holiday and I'm having all that time to just relax and kick back, coming back to a pile of work or coming back to the daily grind, it's very deflating. It's very difficult to sort of get your levels of motivation back to do the job. It's not saying that I'll go into anything half-hearted and I just can't be bothered, not at all. But you'll understand where I'm coming from. If you've just had a really nice holiday, it's it's a kick, a real kick, you know, in the loads. And another feeling that you feel when you come back off a holiday, absolutely, and I'm sure a lot of you will resonate with this as well, is the adjustment. Now, depending on where you've been and what the weather's been like and how, you know, what the food's been like, etc., etc., not only that, the temperature, which is a big thing here in England because we do not have warm weather. We don't compare to the rest of the world. Honestly, we don't see a lot of sun, which is like when there's a little bit of sunshine out, you see everyone in the street walking around with literally very little clothes on, which is mad. And I know a lot of you watching from another country where it's warm all the time will find that absolutely hilarious, but it's a fact. But yeah, there's the adjustment. So Zante was between 25 and 30 degrees every day. Here in England right now, it's just about 15. So it's like half the temperature. So while that ain't a bad thing, it's actually quite a relief in some respects, because obviously being in very hot temperature that I'm not used to, then all of a sudden coming back to a bit of fresher weather is fine. But equally at the same time, it's a bit of an adjustment straight away, you know, to the big drop in temperature. And then there's the time zone difference. You know, like, alright, Greece is only 2 hours different. Imagine if you did a long haul flight and it was like, I don't know, 12 hours difference. That can slap you about a little bit as well and make it very difficult to come back to work. So, message is clear here today, whereas we are with holidays. You know, holidays are something we cherish. They're wonderful memories. They're a chance to get away, enjoy ourselves, and be with those that we love. And for the most part, you know, we cherish our holidays. We look forward to our holidays. Of course, we should do. It's time away from the norm, and it's great escapology. But then, sadly, like a lot of things, it comes and it goes so fast. And then you're just left with this feeling of, oh, how do I pick myself up to go again? I will say this, I've gone away, I've enjoyed myself, I feel refreshed and I feel ready to go again. Even though at the moment I'm not really ready to go, if that makes sense, because I'm still getting over having such a nice restful period. And I think the fact that it had been so long since I'd had a holiday has made today a little bit more difficult than perhaps it usually would be, because, you know, to be in real terms, I hadn't had a holiday for years. I'm talking over 5 years. So that in itself, like holiday abroad, is the hard thing, because it's something I've become used to not having a holiday, and then all of a sudden I have that thing I used to have pretty much every year, that nice thing occur, and then all of a sudden I'm trying to readjust again. So I think the key here is to just give yourself the time to readjust, is to be patient and to don't expect to suddenly click back into gear straight away. It could take a few days, some of us it takes longer, and just accept that the next holiday break will come around at some point, and maybe look forward to that time. And remember, your work is just part of your life, it's not the full life, and just carefully and slowly readjust to suit you, because that's what I'm going to be doing this week. I'm not expecting myself to just be straight away back in the old routine seamlessly, because it's hard to be. But equally at the same time, I'm grateful that I had my break, and I'm glad I had my break, and the break was thoroughly deserved. So yes, those are some things that you probably will go through when you come back off a holiday, and my advice is just plough through the best you can, because it's never very nice coming back after a holiday and having to try and start again. Guys, this is my first video of 3 this week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, put down in the comment section below, how do you cope when you come back off a holiday? Are you somebody that just seamlessly seems to just flick a switch and you're back in it, or do you, like myself, do you need to sort of readjust a little bit slowly but surely till you're back in the full swing? Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go down, ding dong, so you know my next content's out. I will be back at the end of the next couple of days, with another video. But until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.